I've had
Wait a
enough
minute.
of foods
What
that
if I
keep me
told you that your
overweight. Today
body is
I'm choosing
carrying around
healthier
enough
meals and
fuel to
giving my
power
body
you
the
for
chance to
days?
burn
Yet
fat.
most of us keep eating every few hours because we think we're running out of energy. What if the reason so many people struggle to lose weight is because their bodies never get a chance to burn the fat they already have? Today, we're uncovering the truth about burning fat naturally. By the end of this video, you'll understand how your body uses energy, why some people are turning to keto and intermittent fasting, and how you can begin making healthier choices without starving yourself or following extreme diets. Let's start with a simple question. Why do we eat? Most people would answer, to get energy. That's true. But where does that energy come from? Your body has two major sources of fuel, sugar and fat. When you eat bread, rice, pasta, cereal, sweets, or sugary drinks, your body breaks them down into glucose, which is a type of sugar. That sugar enters your bloodstream and becomes immediate energy. Now, there is absolutely nothing wrong with using sugar for energy. The problem begins when we're constantly eating and never giving our bodies the opportunity to use the second fuel source, fat. Think about a car with a full tank of petrol. Would you keep pouring in more fuel every hour? Of course not. Yet that's exactly what many of us do with our bodies. Breakfast, a snack, lunch, another snack, dinner, something sweet before bed. Our bodies receive so much incoming fuel that they rarely need to touch the energy already stored around our waistlines, hips, and stomachs. This is where the idea of burning fat naturally begins. Your body already knows how to burn fat. It doesn't need a magic pill or a miracle supplement. Sometimes it simply needs the opportunity. This brings us to something called ketosis. Ketosis is a natural state in which your body starts relying more on fat for energy. When you reduce refined carbohydrates and sugars, your body begins looking for another source of fuel. It turns to stored fat. As that fat breaks down, your liver produces substances called ketones, and these ketones can be used as fuel by many parts of the body, including the brain. Imagine your house suddenly loses electricity and automatically switches to a backup generator. That's similar to what happens when your body begins producing ketones. It switches to another source of energy. Now, before anyone misunderstands, this doesn't mean carbohydrates are evil or that everyone should avoid them completely. The human body is wonderfully designed to use both sugar and fat as fuel. The goal is not to fear food. The goal is to become flexible so your body can efficiently use different sources of energy. Now let's talk about another idea that has become extremely popular: intermittent fasting. The word fasting scares many people because they immediately think of starvation. But intermittent fasting is not starvation. It simply means going for a period of time without eating. You already do this every day when you sleep. If you finish dinner at 7 o'clock in the evening and eat breakfast at 7 o'clock in the morning, you've already completed a 12-hour fast. Some people extend it to 14 hours. Others try 16 hours. Some people eventually eat only 2 meals a day. The important thing is not to copy someone else's routine. The important thing is to find a pattern that works for your body and lifestyle. Why are people interested in fasting? Because every time we eat, especially foods high in refined carbohydrates and sugar, our bodies release insulin. Insulin is an important hormone. We need it to survive. But when we're constantly eating, our bodies spend much of the day dealing with incoming energy instead of using stored energy. By eating less frequently, some people find that their bodies become better at using the fuel they already have. This is why many people combine intermittent fasting with a lower carbohydrate way of eating. One approach reduces the amount of sugar coming in, and the other reduces how often you're eating. Together, they may encourage the body to rely more on stored fat, and that's where the phrase burning fat naturally comes from. Your body already has the machinery to do it. The challenge is that modern lifestyles often keep us in a constant cycle of eating. Let me ask you a few questions. Do you feel hungry every 2 or 3 hours? Do you constantly crave something sweet? Do you feel sleepy after meals? Do you become irritable when you miss a snack? Do you struggle with stubborn belly fat? These things don't automatically mean you have a medical problem, but they may be signs that your eating habits need attention. The good news is that our bodies are incredibly adaptable. Small changes can make a big difference. So where should a beginner start? First, stop unnecessary snacking. Many people eat not because they are hungry, but because they are bored, stressed, or simply because food is available. Second, drink more water. Sometimes thirst disguises itself as hunger. Third, increase your intake of vegetables and whole foods. Fourth, cut back on sugary drinks and heavily processed foods. You don't have to become perfect overnight. Small improvements repeated consistently often produce the biggest results. And please remember this: fasting and keto are tools, not magic solutions. Some people thrive on them. Others may need a different approach. Pregnant women, children, people with certain medical conditions, and those taking medications, especially for diabetes, should always seek medical advice before making significant dietary changes. Health is never one size fits all. The real secret to burning fat naturally isn't finding the latest fad or the newest supplement. It's understanding how your body works. It's learning to give your body nutritious food. It's allowing your body periods of rest from constant eating. It's building habits that you can sustain for years, not just a few weeks. Because the goal isn't simply to lose weight, the goal is to become healthier, stronger, and more energetic. Your body is far more intelligent than you think. It knows how to store energy. It knows how to use energy. And under the right conditions, it knows how to burn fat naturally. The question is, are we giving our bodies the chance to do what they were designed to do? If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments. Have you ever tried intermittent fasting or a low-carbohydrate lifestyle? What was your experience? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next health and wellness video. Until next time, take care of your body. It may be the only place you have to live.